Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Empowering Morning Conversations. We are on session number 691. How wonderful is that? So it's good to see you all bright and early. You guys have a longer day than most people do, right? And you guys are the privileged ones who have chosen to live a life of choice rather than a choice of decision. So what's the purpose of the Empowering Morning Conversations? Today, I'd like some of our participants to tell us what is the purpose of the Empowering Morning Conversations. So don't have to ask my permission, unmute yourself and share. What is the purpose of the Empowering Morning Sessions and why do you come here every morning?
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
To choose a life of ease, joy, and glory.
Very good. Choose a life of ease, joy, and glory. Okay. Anybody else?
To choose a life that I want to live, to accomplish what I wish to accomplish.
Okay. Very good. Somebody else?
Exercise the power of choice. Know the difference between choice and decision.
Okay, to know the difference between choice and decision. And who else? Come along.
Yes, being a possibility seeker.
To become a possibility seeker rather than a complainer. Okay, who else? Come along.
Changing from default mode to creative mode and be in allowance.
Shift from default mode to creative mode and... Okay. Who's that? Okay. Who's the next person?
To live a life of empowering, to live a life of empowering meaning and empowering narratives.
Okay, very good. What else? Nobody else wants to say anything?
My attention in my control.
To keep your attention in your control, and if your attention is in your control, where would you like to put it?
On my purpose of life.
Right. So to remind you every morning that let's put our attention to our purpose and live our life purposefully. Wonderful. Thank you. So let's do a clearing. What energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to love me and my life and see myself as a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being that I am? Anything that is times a godzillion will I destroy and uncreate it all, right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, night shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. What have you made so vital, valuable, and real about your judgments, conclusions, and computations that keeps you from living a life of infinite possibility? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all, right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, night shots, boys, poets, and beyonds. So let's create a life of infinite possibilities. So that's another purpose we can add, creating a life of infinite possibilities. Why should we live a life confined and defined? Okay. Now, definitely you have to focus on your purpose, whatever it might be. But is it necessary to close off every possibility? Not necessary, no? Because even to deal with one single solution, there can be many possibilities. So you will notice that in our default way of living, we seem to do the same thing in the same way to deal with similar situations. You understand? We deal with situations all the time and we have a particular way of dealing with those situations. So in almost every situation, we will use the same way of dealing with those situations. Same or similar. So the underlying assumptions will always be the same. Okay. Will that allow you infinite possibilities? So when you try your habitual or default way of dealing with things and it doesn't work out, then you will always say, okay, look, I tried, it didn't happen. Circumstances did not permit me. So we are constantly engaging with circumstances which may or may not be aligned with what we are trying to do. So there's something you're trying to do, something you're trying to achieve. Barriers and obstacles are likely to come. And how you deal with those barriers and obstacles will decide whether you move forward or backwards, whether you move forward with velocity or not. Now, if you keep trying your old ways of dealing with situations, if you do the same thing over and over again, it is not necessary that it will work. Now, some people say, all right, I'll do things differently. Even then it doesn't work. Like if you look at the area of money in our life, we try so many things. For some people, money comes with ease and joy. With some people, you keep on trying whatever you try, it doesn't come with ease and joy. And most of us, we think that we can change what we are doing. Still, it doesn't change. So step number 1 is, are you willing to see possibilities of doing things differently? Yes. Even if you did things differently, it did not work. Where should you be looking then? You're already doing things differently. You're still not getting the desired result. What should you be now looking at? So anybody wants to volunteer what you think on this topic? If you are doing things in a certain way and it does not work, and you tried a different way of doing it, that also doesn't work, and you tried a different way to do it, even that did not work, right? Then what else is possible? What else you might want to change? What else should you be looking at as a possibility seeker? Yeah, Kunen.
Maybe we can change the environment wherever we are living or existing.
Yeah, so a lot of people do that. They go away from, let's say, a company, or they change their business, or they change their location. And sometimes even that doesn't work. I mean, a lot of people change their wife also. Okay, this one is not working, I will marry another one. Isko divorce karo. There again, they find the same problem happening. Then what will you look at? So that's a good suggestion. We can change our environment. Yes, Reddy Garu.
Well, we can change our assumptions because
we can change our assumptions. Maybe we can find out what our assumptions are. We can find out what our beliefs are. Right? See, Kunen Saab's suggestion is a good one. But the option of leaving the person sometimes is not available. Sometimes the option of leaving the job and going away. Let's imagine that you've invested 25 years of your life in a particular job, right? You have some credibility there. You've got some reputation there and this and that. And you can't at the drop of a hat and say, all right, it's not working here. Let me go. Bye-bye. That's the easy way. Most people do that only nowadays. Yeah. और 3 साल में छोड़ के चले जाते. So, even in relationships, people do that. Somebody did not pick up my phone, so I know they must be doing some mischief, so chhod do usko. That's a quick way of doing it. Not looking at the fundamental assumptions. So that's a beautiful thought. So you can look at your fundamental assumptions, right? What else do you think we can look at? Assumptions for sure. What else can we look at?
Your own doubt, your own belief, which is somewhere in the subtle, no?
Yeah.
Not
somewhere in the subconscious or something
yes.
like that. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Yes, Arvind?
Good morning, sir. Good
Morning.
morning, one and all.
Morning.
I think it's about so many things, and we need to change so many things, and that belongs to ourselves. So what we are talking in EMC, all those perspectives. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So in summary, whatever you have guided us, so it is about self-doubt, it's about how you become at ease with yourself. And if you follow all those practices, then things might turn up.
Yeah. Fundamental assumptions, beliefs,
Yeah.
so many other things, right? Your judgments, the areas which you are resisting,
Resistance, judgments,
right?
prejudice.
You know, we may be even resisting the fact that things are not changing despite my efforts. So kind of temporary failure that we may be experiencing at that moment. You know, I'm trying, it is not working. I'm trying, it's not working. I'm trying differently, it is not working. I'm trying differently, it's not working. So you start resisting that situation itself. It is not working, it is not working. So your attention is stuck where?
Yeah, personally, I have experienced that in many of these situations what we talk. If we bring the change in ourselves, our perspective, the situation was same externally, but it feels different. What we think is right.
Yeah, correct, Arvind. And why it feels different? Because your mind is not resisting that situation anymore.
That's right. That's right.
See, first of all, there is a resistance to the situation. That is why you want to change it. Okay?
Exactly, sir.
And you are trying your best to change it. It is not changing. So you're resisting it more. You're not only resisting the situation, you're also resisting the fact that you are failing, or what you call as the failure.
It's
A double
the
resistance over here.
It's the vicious loop, sir.
Abhi, in that situation, now this is for everybody, not only for Arvind, what I'm saying, that in that situation, is your mind stuck or is it free to look at other possibilities?
It's stuck.
Right? Now, as long as your attention is stuck on what? What is not happening? Why is it not happening?
Why he behaves like that? Why she is not?
Yeah, whatever. And then finally the brain says, okay, you know, and somewhere that conversation is also starting in our head. Okay, listen, there's no point in trying. This person will never change. This situation will never change. So I'm wasting my time. And then our efforts become lax. We give up. So at some point we give up. Discouragement sets in. Nirasha aa jati hai. Discouragement aa jati hai.
Right, right.
And then blaming of the situation, blaming of the person also starts to come in. And then eventually we give up. Right?
One more thing sorry.
Yeah, carry on, please.
Yeah, just one more thing I want to add on this, what I understand and, practice after EMC, attending EMC. If you can shift yourself to create mode, it's what we are talking and practicing, but practically speaking, in your entire day schedule, if you can shift yourself to create mode, say for 1 hour, just doing what is really a create thing, then all these things around, at least for some time, you won't even notice them because you are in that energy mode, which really doesn't bother anything. But when you have nothing to create and your focus actually comes to that, and all the things start.
Yeah, that's true. So, but you know what? A fundamental shift in our being from always deciding, you notice that when you are stuck, you're trying to change a situation, you're trying to deal with something again and again in different ways. Okay?
Yeah.
What is happening? You're deciding more than choosing.
Correct.
Even the different actions that are happening, you may not be choosing, you may be deciding. Awareness may be saying something.
Right.
See, a lot of times, we will have an awareness कि अभी थोड़ी देर के लिए छोड़ दो. Okay? Just leave it for a while. Decision says, no, why should I leave it? I will try again. I will do again. Awareness is telling you something. Awareness is saying, hello, hang on. Make a different choice. Hang on. Right? So what gets lost out is that we are not listening to our awareness. See, as an infinite being, it is said that we are connected to an infinite reservoir of knowledge. We have more knowledge than we think. The infinite self is connected to everything. Okay.
Yeah.
At that level, energetically, we are getting influenced by them. They are getting influenced by us. The moment we start giving up in our mind, right? At that moment, we are making some decisions, small ones or big ones. So one decision on top of another. So first decision is, okay, I'm trying, but the person is not a receptive person. But I will try anyway. Now what have you done? I am trying, but the person is not a receptive person. But I'm trying anyway. That's a decision on top of a judgment. Person is not a
receptive.
Now this is practically, I mean, I see it happening to me. Like there is one fellow from whom I have to get back some money which he has promised me, right? And then this thought will come, this fellow, he doesn't want to pay only. This is his bloody formula in his life, not to pay people. Muftkhori uske khoon mein hai. So this kind of thought comes. Then I say, no, still I will tell him, yeah, you should. Do you think he's going to ever do it? Never, because it's a judgment and a decision on top of that judgment. I will never get the result I want. For example, there is a client, for example, and client comes. Client says, sir, okay, how much I should pay you for your services? Now judgment is coming. I don't think this fellow is going to pay me much money. Still, I will ask him. Okay. And even if I ask him the minimum amount, then also the fellow will say, no, sir, this is too expensive. And then I'll say, देखा मुझे मालूम था कि इसके औकात ही नहीं है, देना ही नहीं चाहता ये तो free fund वाला है. Okay, but who caused it? So I'm not looking at that. I keep saying, I am trying. Nobody comes. Nobody wants to pay. Everybody wants for free. Who is creating it?
Me.
Right? Yeah, and I don't even have the awareness of that. I mean, can you imagine if you're a sales guy and you're going to a client to close a deal? All right. Can you see whatever you're saying, the judgment or something in your mind, it becomes like an intent, you know. The universe is hearing you like an intent. So you look at, so like I say, we should always do practical work. Theory ho gaya. Now you're getting it. Everybody must have understood by now what I'm trying to point out. Now the practical part is, yes, Kunal sir.
No, sir, please go ahead.
So the practical part is now, okay, what are the situations that you're dealing with where you are stuck? Okay. You have tried many things to change that situation. You tried to do differently, you've gone to different location, you're trying to address different type of audience. बोलते ना भवना बड़ा नादान है, so इधर-उधर मुंह मार रहे हैं to get the result that you desire. Sometimes you forget what you really desire also.
Yeah, just one more thing I want to add on this.
Yes, sir.
This practically happened with me. One office boy came to me with some, needs and this thing, and he said to me, I need this 10,000 rupees. I said, okay, I can give you, but just tell me when will you return it. So he said कि मेरा काम होते ही 10 days के अंदर मैं दे दूंगा. Okay, fine, take it. I just provided him, and after 10 days he didn't turn up. I think okay, he would turn up someday. Now he is visible to me in the office, here, there, okay. And every time this thought is coming to my mind, when he will give, and I am feeling stuck. So then these all situations, what we talk here, this reminds me, okay, you should do something about it. It's not about money, it's about your own stuck up situation. So I just talked with him, when you are going to give me. He's explaining a lot of situations again. I said, okay, you give me the date when you will return me back. Again, he said, he broken his promises so many times. one day I thought intentionally that it's my money. I have given to him for his help. He must return it. Why should I suffer for this? So I, with a pure intention, I just went to him and I said, you have to give back my money, which you promised. Either you say you're not going to give or give it to me today. I'm not going to wait after that. And in the evening, he returned the money. So I felt the power of intention there.
Yep. So what are we supposed to look at when we are stuck in any situation? Before you try to do something else,
Yes.
check your, like Reddy Garu said, check your assumptions, check what you're sending out, check your judgments that we are making.
Yeah.
Right? So very subtly they come, these judgments, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes we don't even know we are doing like this. It is just there somewhere inside, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Definitely.
will you be able to get out of your conclusions and definitions? Definitely not. Nahin? So let's do this clearing one more time. Now you listen to it differently, I'm sure. What have you made so vital and valuable and real about your decisions, your judgments, your conclusions, and computations that keeps you from living a life of infinite possibility? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. So clear that. And then let the awareness choose. Sometimes it's very, very amazing. You may not even have to do something. It will happen. And that reminds me, there is one project of mine which is getting delayed. What energy, space, and consciousness can I be? Is a good question to keep asking yourself. All right, so close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, recall 5 things which are great and wonderful about you. Become aware of your greatest qualities. And as you sit there, become aware of that unique thing that you and only you can provide to this world. And as you sit there with your eyes closed, be aware of what a wonderful and daring adventure that this life is. Become aware of the paradox that, you know, you as an infinite being was living a life of ease, because, you know, at that place from where you came from, there is no ease, there is no disease, right? Then you chose a life of adventure by coming into this body and living this life here. And what a lot of daring that you had. So the paradox is that we chose this daring adventure and now we are resisting it, right? We have chosen to live a life of adventure, but we don't want to really experience the adventure. We only want to be safe all the time. We want only comfort all the time. Isn't that a paradox? But still, the being craves for the adventure, so we watch movies. right? We watch OTT platform for the adventure. Why not start experiencing the adventure that our life is? जो हमारा जीवन ऑलरेडी एक एडवेंचर है, उसको अनुभव करना क्यों नहीं शुरू करते थे? My life is a daring adventure. What energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to experience my life as the daring adventure that it is? You know, if you apply those 5 principles of intimate relationship to this situation called life, you know, we have a relationship with life also. We can see it as a daring adventure, or we can see it as a dangerous life. Khatra, khatra, khatra. Or you can see it as a possibility or an opportunity to experience your magnificence. Can I choose this wonderful adventure that my life is? Instead of deciding that it's dangerous, instead of deciding that I have to play safe, instead of deciding all the time to protect yourself, even when it is not required. So what if we can honor life? What if we can start honoring our own life and the adventure that our life is? What if we can trust? What if we can trust the intent that it will take care of us? What if we can be in allowance to the adventure of our life? What if we can be grateful for this wonderful adventure that has been handed over to us? And will I allow myself to be vulnerable? Dropping vulnerableness means like trying to be invulnerable. Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable means dropping the defenses that we put up. The first defense is judging everything. Your brain, number 2, judging everything, always wanting to know, is it safe or not? Most of the time, it is only protecting our opinions and our judgments and our points of view. That's what it is protecting. Will I allow my life to be the daring adventure that it is? And being in that place, being in that space, I want you to visualize the day ahead. Today is a holiday. Today is a day to rejuvenate. Today is a day to create, recreate, whatever you want. How are you going to create your day today? Yeah, get a sense of that. Allow yourself to be in that situation that, okay, my day, maybe it is the last day of my life, who knows, right? I will treat this day as one day that I have. Yeah. This one day is the rest of my life. How will I create this wonderful adventure called life? Be that energy of creation. What miracle am I going to allow to show up in my life today? Choose life. Create life. Create your day. Allow yourself to generate love, gratitude. Remember, every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. And if you remember that, then all of life will come to us with ease, joy, and glory. So now you can open your eyes whenever you want. Kuldeep ji is there. Kamal ji, so let's have some shairi from you.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for let us know and thanks for that deep dive. है ना? We should have actually. हम करते नहीं हैं रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में, बट यस कभी कभार संडे में ये भी करना चाहिए कि खुद के अंदर झांक के देखना चाहिए कहाँ पर हम अटके हुए हैं, क्यों अटके हुए हैं। शायरी की बात तो इसी से मिलता जुलता एक शेर था कि नौशाद साहब का कि बोलूं अगर तो अपनी सदा भी ना सुन सकूं, बोलूं अगर तो अपनी सदा भी ना सुन सकूं, खामोश अगर रहूं तो मुझे सब सुनाई दे। सर अच्छा ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं?
करो जी, करनैन साहब ट्रांसलेट, तो उसके बाद फिर कुलदीप जी बोलेंगे, या कुलदीप जी से ही कह देते हैं, वो भी कर लेंगे ट्रांसलेट। बहुत बढ़िया। कुलदीप जी, आप इनका शेर ट्रांसलेट कर दीजिए। कैन यू प्लीज ट्रांसलेट हिज पोएम? यू विल हैव टू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ फर्स्ट। यस,
एक बार फिर से बोले पहले।
हाँ जी, कुछ इस तरह की बोलूं अगर तो अपनी सदा भी ना सुन सकूं, खामोश अगर रहूं तो मुझे सब सुनाई दे।
If I speak continuously, I may not be able to listen to what I want to say. But if I choose to be silent, I can listen everything.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. So Kuldeep ji, over to you. Let's have your share for the day.
सर एक अभी होली का मौका है, तो एक लाइटर वेन में बताता हूँ वेटिबिलिटी की टर्मिनोलॉजी में कि क्या अजीब इत्तेफाक था तेरी गलियों में आने का, क्या अजीब इत्तेफाक था तेरी गलियों में आने का, किसी काम से आए थे, किसी काम के न रहे।
You must translate the humorous one also.
What a astonishing coincidence when I came to your area. Came for some purpose, but gone as a useless person.
This is obviously the Shair's love life that he's talking about.
Yes, yes.
Please repeat once more.
Please repeat once more. Okay.
क्या अजीब इत्तेफाक था तेरी गलियों में आने का। हसीना जी सुन रही हैं आप?
हाँ जी, मैं सुन रही हूँ।
क्या अजीब इत्तेफाक था तेरी गलियों में आने का, किसी काम से आए थे, किसी काम के न रहे।
Yes, Conan, so your turn.
Thank you, sir. And Kuldeep, sir, thank you so much. This also giving me one thought, coming to this universe with an intention. God has sent with some purpose. We are all unique, but we lost ourselves, and we don't know what exactly we are doing. So identifying the purpose. So thank you, sir. काफी अच्छा शेयर।
ये कुलदीप जी ने दिल की बात बताई आज।
दिल की
प्रेम जी, क्या बात है। आप भी किसी दिन एक शेर सुना देना, आपको भी आते
मेरे को सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लगा इनका.
बहुत गहरी बात बोल गए यार. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for your wonderful participation on this Sunday morning. Thank you very much for coming on a Sunday morning. Okay, so you have a great day. Enjoy your day. And we
सर
will...
शेयर बाकी है.
शेयर तो हुआ नहीं.
हैं? शेयर नहीं
पुनीत
हुआ?
जी का शेयर बाकी है.
ओह, शेयर नहीं हुआ? ओह, सॉरी.
नहीं हुआ सर.
ओह,
वो कुलदीप सर का शेयर इतना धांसू था कि उसी में से खो गए.
ओह, yes. बताइए सर.
सर मुझे जो याद आ रहा है कि हिंदी के कुछ शब्द सुनिए आज के, संघर्ष के मार्ग पे जो वीर चलता है,
संघर्ष के मार्ग पे जो वीर चलता है, ओके,
वही इस संसार को बदलता है.
वही इस संसार को बदलता है. ऑफ कोर्स.
जिसने अंधकार, मुसीबत और खुद से जंग जीती, सूर्य बनकर वही निकलता है.
Wow.
Oh, that's a really good one, man. Okay, translation भी आप ही कर दो फिर, टाइम बचेगा.
संघर्ष के मार्ग पे जो वीर चलता है, I think the person, the soldier who moves on the way of challenges, only he has the power to change the environment, change the situation, change the world. And the one who win over the darkness, difficulties, and to himself, only he can rise like a sun with all the power and giving lights and power to the humanity.
Only he who challenges life, right, can create magnificent results and victory. Beautiful. Thank you. That's very interesting one and a very useful one. Thank you, guys, and see you tomorrow. God bless you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Bye,
very
sir.
much, sir. Thank you.
Have a great Sunday.
Yep, you too.